It's Madden NFL 24, and the spotlight is on Nick Chubb. He comes in fourth in the NFL in rushing touchdowns this year. It's the Browns and the Bears, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
A December chill is in the air coming off of Lake Erie, but folks here bundled up, ready for football at Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now, the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Just 6 games played for Watson in his debut season with the Browns, which really limited how much he could step into the franchise quarterback role for the team, but he gets a full slate to do so this season. Remember, his last year in Houston, over 4,800 yards. They expect excellence from him.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season, he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback's single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's got room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
The numbers on the ground for Foreman in last week's contest. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Now it's Fields.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
the option left is Fields. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Bears coming in looking for win number 10 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field.
They'll run here with Foreman.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Mooney, the motion man right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third and 2, Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. He's going to have the first down and then some. Now he's free at the 35.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down into 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Chubb again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Fields going to get that outline to Mooney.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
You look at this Browns defense.
They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And Mooney going to have a Bears 1st down as he's up to the 47.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Here we go.
Foreman takes it, headed right.
A solid stiff arm. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run again with Foreman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Foreman powering ahead.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, here's Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Darnell Mooney
With his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Santos now to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns set to take over.
Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw is Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Faking the give, now Watson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Deontay Foreman and his offense back out there.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Play action. It's Fields.
Caught right side. It's Lewis. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have the Browns first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Watson now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
They'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Watson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the
the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Here's Fields now on second down.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Fields.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert, a touchdown pass in the victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. 21 yards there on third down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
A give running right is Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Watson off play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sione Takitaki leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Chase Claypool. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool. 78 yards. And the Bears had 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Watson.
This is the tight end, Njoku. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Now that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
Still 2nd down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll try the air now with Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
T.J. Edwards
able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
York able to send this one through.
And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Again, it's Foreman. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now an option play on second down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. But that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
From the gun, here's Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they were rounding and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Bears now ready to take over again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Here we go.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
On the handoff, here's Foreman.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, here's Foreman.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Now it's Fields.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
And he will have the Bears' first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
They run it on first with Foreman.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Fields going to keep it once more.
Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Foreman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Now Fields.
And this is caught. He hits more. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Foreman is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
All eyes on Fields.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Santos with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. So now it's Watson and the Browns.
Down by 12. A little over 80 ticks to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Let's go now, let's go.
Watson. Pass complete to Chubb.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Now Watson. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Watson to throw.
His throw incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Watson.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So it's the Bears who come away with a victory, and that's thanks largely to the play of their quarterback, Justin Fields, CD.
Yeah, sometimes you just have those games where everything's clicking, and this was one of those days. He wound up with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. He was large and in charge all day long.